I'm Jen from PMAB Movement, and this is Steph. She is a Rise Above Violence volunteer, as well as a facilitator for our HERStory women's groups. Hi, Steph.
Hi, Jen.
So what can someone expect if they choose to attend your HERStory group?
So the group it's anonymous, it's confidential. I host it here at the studio once a week. When you come in for the group, if you've never been a part of Rise Above Violence before, like you've never reached out for their services, I have a brief intake form for them to fill out, and that's just for Rise's information. They use it for grants from the state and funding and those sorts of things. And then basically we sit and we chat about whatever you might be going through. It's a peer supported group, so I am not a therapist. I don't tell you what you should or shouldn't do. I'm simply there to hold space and provide a safe place for women to come and just discuss whatever they might be struggling with at the time.
That's super cool, and I heard there's coffee.
There's coffee, there's tea.
See?
If I get squirrely, there might be snacks.
Snacks. We love snacks. So how does the group stay anonymous or confidential here in Pagosa?
So this is a common question. Pagosa Springs is very small, as we all know. So a lot of times people might recognize me from town or recognize someone else in the studio from town. So I work really hard to keep everything, whatever is said in the room during the group never leaves the room. Of course, Rise Above Violence will get some of your information, but all of your personal information never leaves their office. So it's, when you're in a small town, we might see each other in the grocery store or something, and it's something where, like, if I see you outside of the group, I am gonna pretend like I don't know you at all, unless someone comes up to me and says something. But everything stays very anonymous. We pretend like we do not know each other outside of this room. And it's just I work really hard to make sure that it stays confidential.
I think that's super important and great.
Thanks, Jen.
So who would most benefit from attending your HERStory group?
So Rise Above Violence deals mainly in domestic violence and sexual assault. So if you're struggling with any of those things, and it doesn't have to be like a present situation, it could be something from way in the past that if you want someone to just chat with about it. But that's kind of the main things that Rise Above Violence deals with. But if you're dealing with any other sort of trauma, reach out to either the studio or Rise Above Violence and just see if it's also something the group can help with.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then if somebody isn't necessarily comfortable joining the group just yet, how can someone reach out for more information or other resources?
So you can always call the PMAB studio and ask more questions or ask to speak to me. I'm usually here as well. If you have any specific questions, if you would rather talk to Rise Above Violence, because all of their services are 100% confidential, and you can even call their hotline and never even give them your name if you want. But they're riseaboveviolence.org, so you can look at their website, and their hotline is on their main page too. So you can always call either place if you have questions or concerns.
Nice. And then lastly, when and where is your HERStory group?
So I've been hosting it. It's here at the PMAB studio, so it's 140 Country Center Drive. We're right next to Subway. It's at 8:30 a.m. on Tuesdays, and lasts about an hour, 8:30 to 9:30, which is why I usually have coffee. But I'm here every Tuesday morning. You don't have to call ahead and reserve a spot. You can just show up, and I will be here, and we can chat.
Nice, perfect. Well, thanks, Steph. I hope other people are able to see this and really find some tidbits of information, or even possibly join the group if it benefits you. Have some coffee and snacks with Steph.